Hey, Howard.
Hi.
So you're planning a trip very soon
Yes.
to Zimbabwe.
Correct. Yeah.
So tell us exactly why Zimbabwe and why now?
Well, I'm between projects, and it's the perfect time.
Why Zimbabwe though? I mean, why not another country? Why did you choose specifically this particular country?
There were a number of countries that I was looking at, really all over the world. But I'm thinking mostly Zimbabwe or really Africa because I wanted to have access to see the big game before they're gone. And I think that being able to see lions, leopards, elephants, rhino, hippos in their native environment is just something special that I've really always enjoyed reading about, watching, and learning about, but never experienced it, never was there seeing it with my own eyes, and I just felt that that was a good time.
Were you always into nature, ecology?
Yeah, always. It doesn't matter whether it's the garden that I'm growing with my papayas right now, or just appreciating nature, and whether it's a nice rainbow or the animals or the environment. It makes me feel good.
Tell us more about the reserve that you're going on, and how did you come across this particular reserve, and why does it interest you?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's dozens of groups that have trips where you can go and do things with helping children or helping communities, doing cleanups or doing environmental protection or just getting exposure. And I chose this organization, IDHQ, because I think that they've had tens of thousands of people hosted around the world. They appear to have a good program with good facilities, and it just seemed like an interesting place to go. I'm going to just outside Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, and I really don't know exactly what to expect, but I'll be working with park rangers of the reserve, helping them with doing animal counts, tracking, upgrading roads, to water holes, to the fencing, to doing anti-poaching patrols, and just helping any way I can, digging ditches to whatever they need. I mean, I'm going as a volunteer. I'm going to just experience and enjoy and just help wherever I can. I'm looking forward to it.
So this is called Voluntourism. It's where people go abroad and they volunteer while they see a new country. So is this something you think you might be doing more in the future? And
yeah, absolutely. I'm going to experience this one first, but from the outside looking in, there's a number of additional places I'd like to go that I'm already looking at doing them. But it would be literally, they have these all over the world. But some that I'm looking at would be working with sea turtles in Bali, elephants in Sri Lanka, and then also looking more at archaeological sites where I can be helping doing the digs, helping prepare artifacts. I think that would be an amazing thing. I actually, as a kid, I always wanted to be an archaeologist or a paleontologist, and through reading and researching, it's always been a part of one of my hobbies, but I've never, once again, really had a hands-on approach. So these are things that I just want to do, and I say to everybody, it doesn't just happen. You have to make the time. Yeah. You have to just want to do it. And to me, the experience, and we'll see after this, but part of, I think, what's going to make me over the next number of years is just really seeking out that experience and enjoying and living life to its fullest.
As an American, what are the preparations you had to make in order to get on this trip? I mean, I know that you were busy for a few weeks getting everything prepared. So tell us, especially to others out there who will be watching this video, what all you had to do to prepare, what is all required as an American citizen traveling abroad to Zimbabwe?
I mean, from what I hear, it's easier as an American citizen. But the main things I had to do was just update my visa. You have to have at least 6 months available on your visa. Mine only had 3 months left, so I had to go and update that.
Is that your visa or your passport?
I'm sorry, my passport, excuse me. My passport. And the visa, as an American citizen in Zimbabwe, when I land at the Victoria Falls Airport, I just do the visa while I'm there. It's a working visa. I did have to get a letter from the organization I'm working with saying that I'll be there for a 30-day period, but that's just something I present at the time, and along with my passport, and I'll get the visa for that period of time. I also have to get vaccinations, which are everything from Hep A and Hep B to malaria were the main ones, and then bringing Cipro just in case.
What do you recommend to other Americans who are now thinking about doing the same thing? Because I know that you had quite some confusion in the very beginning about getting these vaccinations and where to get the vaccinations.
Yeah.
So
I was
what
looking
do you,
what
do you recommend?
I was looking at, they offer these at Walgreens, at any doctor's office, but better to go to more of a specialist. And they have, if you look in your area for travel doctors, there's a place locally I went to called Passport Health, and it was a nurse specifically dealing and doctor specifically dealing with traveling. And you go in and they know exactly what shots you need, what vaccines you need, whereas at Walgreens they either didn't have some of the stuff available or were on back order on it, or just didn't really know. They were asking me what they thought I needed, and although I did the research, I didn't feel comfortable with that. So I then went and to this travel doctor, and she explained the whole process to me, what I need, how to do things, and I felt comfortable, like I wasn't going to have any errors along the way. And that's, when you're traveling, the last thing I want to worry about are get all the stuff done that you can, and just go for the experience. And so that I would really recommend that, going to a travel doctor.
Yeah. Now you have a 9-year-old daughter. How does she feel about you doing this big trip? And have you sat with her and showed her how far you will be on a map? Yeah. So she has an idea where Zimbabwe is and what you're going to be doing? Yeah,
and we'll be FaceTiming every day anyway. So it's, but she is, this is the first time I'll be away from her more than a few days. And it's a little, I guess, frightening for both of us. I'm going to miss her terribly. But as I say, we'll be speaking every day, and or as much as we can. I'll have, I think it's 6 or 8 hours ahead. So we just got to adjust how we do that. But she's excited for me, a little fearful for herself, which is, I don't blame her.
But I'm sure she must be proud. I mean, imagine, you probably would be called into the classroom one day to explain to her classmates, what it's like to be in another country for 30 days.
Yeah, as well as being in Africa and seeing the big game. And my daughter's guy, she wants to be a vet. So, it's a little bit additional interest for her. She loves animals, and she's, such a kind, beautiful girl. She, I think, takes an additional interest in this. So I'm looking to share a lot with her about this.
Right. So, what extra words do you have to say to people out there who are at home and they've never really done such a travel, and they and they would, you will inspire them. Maybe, they want to hear your story, and they might seek you out and say, hey, can you give us advice on how to do this? And what can you tell those people?
First I'd say is I'm going to be doing a lot of postings every day. I'll be either writing or posting pictures and videos to check out what I'll be doing.
So you'll be active on social media?
Yeah, and I hope people will check it out and and go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, and which is Howard Minsky, Facebook Howard Minsky, and at Instagram Howard Minsky, and I'll be blogging as well. Just what do you say? Just, if you have the desire, just do it. Don't wait. Make the time. The time will not be made. You got to make the time.
Yeah.
It's something I've always wanted to do and kept pushing off. Not necessarily this trip, but just traveling and seeing the world. And although I traveled a little bit, I think there's a very large world out there that I'd like to make a lot smaller.
That's great.
A lot closer.
Well, hey, good luck with that, okay? We'll be hearing more and seeing more from you.
Yeah, I look forward to sharing all about it.